Good day, everyone. I am Sir Robbie, and together, we will learn the word of the future, robotics. Did you know that here in Educational Technology Unit, robotics is a priority to make every Filipino learners and teachers competent and meet the demands of the future global scene? Wherein teachers, students, and parents who wanted to learn robotics is just a click away for free. Robotics is an interdisciplinary field which integrates computer science and engineering. It involves design, construction, operation, and use of robots to assist human activities. Are you ready for this transformation? Soon in ICT's Educational Technology Unit. Come and join us and love the future para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong edukalidad.
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICT's Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Yes, hello, good afternoon po sa lahat ng mga learners natin, sa lahat ng mga educators, at sa lahat rin po ng mga magulang na nanonood ngayon dito sa ating DepEd online tutorial, ETUlay. Magandang hapon po sa lahat from Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. At syempre po, welcome po tayo sa ating Mathematics 6. Kasama po ang inyong tutor of Hill na halilipupan samantala kay Tutor Prince. Ayan. So bago po ang lahat, do not forget po to like and subscribe po ang ating official YouTube channel, ang DepEd Philippines, DepEd TV Official at Educational Technology Unit. Ganoon din po, huwag kalimutan i-like at i-share ang ating mga Facebook pages para sigurado pong mas maraming mga learners ang mararating ng ating ETUlay. Ang DepEd Philippines, DepEd TV, DepEd Tayo at DepEd Edtech Unit. At alam niyo ba kung nasan ako ngayon? Siyempre, pasalamatan muna natin dahil nasa shooting tayo ngayon. Pasalamatan lang natin ang nagkup-kup sa amin para sa shoot ngayon at sa lugar kung saan ako nagde-DepEd online tutorial, ang St. John Academy of Manila. Yan, foundation dito lamang yan sa Gagalangin, Tondo, Manila. At of course, sa kanilang principal na si Ma'am Tess. Isang magandang hapon po. At sa lahat ng mga teachers dito sa St. John Academy of Manila. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. So magsimula na tayo, mga grade 6 learners. Okay, so grade 6 learners, tayo ngayon ay nasa Math 6 or Quarter 3, Week 7, and Week 8. So ito na ang ating huling linggo para sa third quarter ngayong school year. At ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay tungkol sa visualizing and describing surface area of solid figures and solving problems involving measurement of surface area. Ayun. So grade 6 learners, ihanda ang inyong mga papel at ang inyong mga ballpen or lapis para naman siguradong sabay-sabay tayong mag-aaral ngayong hapon na ito. Okay. So katulad ng sinabi ko, ako lamang ay sumab or humalili sa ating Prince of Mathematics, sa ating Tutor Prince, dahil meron lamang siyang ginawang mahalaga ngayong hapon. At lagi niyo siyang mapapanood tuwing Friday, dito sa Mathalino Day Friday, every 1 p.m. to 1:40 p.m. And that's for Mathematics 6, kay Tutor Prince. So pasalamatan din natin ang naging batayan or basehan ng ating module para sa DepEd Online Tutorial this afternoon, ang development team of the module ng SDO Negros Oriental. Maraming salamat po sa pagpayag na gamitin ang module para po maging reference po para sa DepEd online tutorial natin ngayong hapon na ito. So ano nga ba ang objectives o layunin natin this afternoon, mga grade 6 learners? At the end of this lesson, you will be able to visualize and describe surface area of different solid figures. Also, you will have to find the surface area of cubes, prisms, pyramids, cylinders, cones, and spheres. And to solve word problems involving measurement of surface area. Kaya naman kanina pa ay pinahanda ko sa inyo ang inyong mga papel at ang inyong mga lapis o ballpen para masiguradong makakasabay kayo sa discussion natin this afternoon. So ano nga ba ang surface area? Ayun. So surface area is the amount of surface covering the outside of a three-dimensional shape. The sum of all unit squares that fit on the exterior of a solid. So kapag sinabing surface area, pinag-uusapan dito yung three-dimensional shape. So for example, pwede mong malaman kung anong surface area ng floor tile. So, di ba, hindi siya flat surface lang kasi kapag ganun lang ang given, area lang ang kinukuha doon. Pero dahil surface area to, we're talking about three-dimensional. Merong length, merong width, at merong height. So, kukumpute natin mamaya yan, mga grade 6 learners. So one way to understand surface area is to think of it as the amount of paper it would take to cover the object exactly with none left over. So ito yung pangkabuuan na bumabalot daw. So isipin mo lang na for you to compute for the surface area, halimbawa may babalutin ka na isang bagay sa pamamagitan ng papel. At kung ano yung nagamit na papel sa pagbalot nito na walang matitira, yun ang tinatawag nating surface area. Okay, so what is a prism? Prisms are also called polyhedra since their faces are polygons. So, tawag daw sa kanila ay polyhedra din dahil yung mga mukha nila ay polygons. Kapag sabi nating polygons, these are the geometric figures which has 3 sides or more. So, mas marami, di ba, yung nakakabuo from triangle to square and more on na mga figures natin or polygons natin. The bases are parallel and congruent. The lateral faces are parallelograms. The lateral edges are parallel and congruent. And that are the characteristics of a prism. So lateral edges are line segments joining the corresponding endpoints of the bases. So pag sinabi natin lateral edges, ito yung nasa ilalim na nagdudugtong ng linya na bumubuo at nagiging base ng isang prism natin. Net of a prism. So net of a triangular prism first. So net of a prism, so we have the base on that given. Kapag sinabi natin triangular prism, so triangle yung ibabaw, pero yung base natin is still square. So we have the lateral face, may 3 lateral faces sa ating prism or the triangular prism. Kasi nga, from the triangle itself, 3 sides. So net of a square prism. Sa ating square prism, if you will notice, there are 2 bases and there are 4 lateral faces that corresponds with 4 sides. That's why it is called as a square prism. Square prism is, or square of a prism, or surface area of a prism is, for example, in a lateral or in a triangular prism, the formula to be used is the surface area is equal to 2 times base plus lateral area. So that's the general formula in getting the triangular prism. Surface area is equal to area of each base and then the lateral area. Lateral area refers to the sum of the areas of the lateral faces. So now let us try some example on this one. We have here a triangular prism wherein the given are S3, S sub 2, and then we have the height correspond with H, S sub 1 or the base, and the L. For you to get the surface area, the formula to be used is equal base times height plus the lateral, wherein that is equal to times the quantity S sub 1 plus S sub 2 plus S sub 3. Wherein B is the base of the triangle on the given figure, H is the height of the triangle, S sub 1, S sub 2, S sub 3 are lengths of the sides of the triangle, and L is the length of the rectangular face, which is also the height of the prism. So let us try to observe the following figure. Ano nakikita niyo dyan, mga grade 6 learners? So we have the height. Doon sa dalawang bahagi ng ating prism, we have height, and that will be equal heights. Ninyo. Okay, so for you to get the area of our given triangle, the area is equal to 1/2 base times height. So recall that the formula of area is equal to 1/2 base times height. Next. So on this given, 1/2 base times height plus 1/2 base times height is equal to 2/2 base times height is equal to base times height. Since since 2/2 is equal to 1, and that will gives you base times height left alone. Okay, now let's start. So we will now have the height on this given figure. So the area is equal to L S sub 3. That's for the lateral faces. So we have a lateral area, I mean. Area is equal to L S sub 3, area is equal to L S sub 1, and area is equal to L S sub 2. So for you to have that, you will have L S sub 1 plus L S sub 2 plus L S sub 3 is equal to L, the quantity S sub 2 plus S sub 1 plus S sub 3. So those are the given. Okay, now under the distributive property, kaya naman na-derive natin yung formula or na-simplify natin na L will be put outside the quantity or the groupings. Tapos, pinactor lang natin, kaya nakuha yung L is equal to S sub 1 plus S sub 2 plus S sub 3. Okay, now, let's have now derived the formula for the surface area of a rectangular prism. On this given figure, you have H the height, W is the width, and L is the length. The surface area formula in the rectangular prism denoted as surface area is equal to 2LW or 2 times length times width plus 2 times length times height plus height. How do we derive or where do we formula? Paano ba nakuha yung formula ng surface area ng rectangular prism? So H here is the height of the prism, as I mentioned a while ago. Dimensions of the base is L, which is the length of the rectangle, and W, which is the width of the rectangle. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lengths on that given. And how many widths? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 widths. And we have how many heights? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 heights. So WL here will be area or the length times width will be the area of the two given rectangle. Therefore, you will have 2LW. Kaya nakuha yung LW plus LW is equal to 2LW. Next. We have HL on the given figure again. We have 2HL. The area of the rectangle is length times height. For you to compute for the area, that is length times height. Since we have two boxes there, ang ating formula ay magiging length times height plus length times height is equal to 2 times length times height. Then the other one will be, we have two rectangle again, or two square or quadrilateral. WH is the given there. For you to get the area of that two quadrilateral, you have area is equal to W times H or width times height. Since we have two quadrilaterals on the given, you will have now WH plus WH is equal to 2WH. Or width times height plus width times height is equal to 2 times width times height. Nasusundan ba mga grade 6 learners? Okay, very good. Now let's have the surface area of a cube. The surface area of a cube is denoted by the surface area is equal to 6s squared. Kung mapapansin nyo mga grade 6 learners, ang tinuturo muna natin ay ang mga formula na gagamitin for us to compute surface area. So mamaya we will have application, okay? Medyo maiksi lang yung oras pero at least matouch natin yung pag-a-apply ng mga formula o paggamit nitong mga formula in a word problem. So S here is the length of the edge of the cube. Since cube to, ibig sabihin, they're all equal sides. Kaya isa lang, kung mapapansin nyo, there are only S there on the variable. Pero dahil may 6 na side ang cube, di ba parang dice, may 6 na side ang dice, so that's why the formula become 6s squared. The 6 faces of a cube are congruent squares. Each has an area equal to s squared. So, yung 6 faces daw, ay ang area niya ay s squared. Dahil nga ang side niya ay s times s. So, for you to get the value of area, that is s times s, that is s squared. Dahil ang cube ay merong 6 na faces, that's why it becomes 6s squared. Now, let's have here the net of a cube. So, this is the net of a cube. We have 6 given faces. S squared, S squared, S squared, S squared, S squared, and S squared. And that is equivalent to 6s squared. Now, let us study about pyramid. A pyramid has what we call made of connecting a base to an apex. Yung apex, ito yung tuktok ng ating pyramid. So, ang tawag dun sa pinakatuktok, apex yon. The base is a polygon. It should be a flat with straight edges, and all other faces are triangle. So, it is called pyramid because the faces are triangle. However, yung base niya ay hindi triangle. Diba? Nakalagay dyan with set edges, pwede daw, it can be a polygon. It can be a triangle then. Pwede rin naman ding square or pwede meron mga rectangular pyramid, mga ganyan. So, iba-iba rin yung nagiging basis kapag pyramid. So, how are we going to compare regular versus irregular pyramid? When the base is a regular polygon, it is a regular pyramid. Ibig sabihin, kapag regular polygon in a way na square to, rectangle to, or simple triangle din ang kanyang base, it is what you call regular pyramid. However, on the other hand, it is a regular pyramid if the base is irregular. So what do you mean by that? Pwedeng like this one, a trapezoid, pero yung trapezoid niya hindi yung equal trapezoid, parang trapezium, ganyan. Okay, yung kapag sabi trapezium, there is a parallel lines na sides, pero hindi equal. Okay? Kasi we have isosceles trapezoid wherein two sides are equal. Yun yung kapag nag-meet sila or nag-intersect yung dalawang lines na yun, still yung sides nila ay equal. Pero with an irregular trapezoid, yun yung masasabi natin na irregular pyramid kung yun ang base ng ating pyramid. So how are we going to solve for the surface area of a pyramid? Of course, the general area or the general formula for the surface area of any pyramid, whether it is a regular or irregular, is given as follow. Surface area is equal to the base area plus lateral area. As symbol, SA is equal to B plus LA. That is the base, if you will see on the figure. And you have the lateral face. Yun yung lateral face ng ating pyramid. So surface area of a regular pyramid. The formula is surface area is equal to area plus 1/2 times PS. A is equal to area of base. So una nating aalamin kung ano muna yung area ng pinaka-base niya. P P is perimeter of base, and S is the slant. Use that the slant height S and height of a pyramid. The perpendicular distance from the vertex to the base of a pyramid is known as the height. So yung perpendicular distance daw na nasa gitna from the apex going to the base is that what you call the height. While the diagonal distance from the pyramid to the apex to the edge of the base is known as the slant height. So kung meron tayong pyramid, ito yung pyramid natin, yung nasa gitna na diagonal or na ating, na pinaka vertical line, yun ang ating tinatawag na height lang from the apex going to the base. Pero yung sa mga faces from the apex going to the ground of the edges ng ating base, that is what you call slant height. Ayun. So if you have any question, grade 6 learners, you can put your question in our comment section. So huwag kayong mahiya. Dahil this will be our last week for the quarter 3. At alam ko naman na talaga nag-advanced reading din kayo for this. So the slant height of a pyramid is the height of each triangular lateral face. A non-regular pyramid does not have a slant height. So kapag daw non-regular pyramid, wala daw siyang slant height. Kasi nga magkakaiba yung pinaka-base niya, yung pinaka-measurement ng edges ng base. Dahil nga, it is an irregular base. The lateral faces of a regular pyramid are congruent triangles. So take note of that kapag regular pyramid to, yung lahat ng mga mukha ng ating pyramid ay laging congruent triangles. Pare-parehas ng sukat ito. So what is the net of a square pyramid? If you will notice on our figure, let be the side length of the square base. So those are the length or the length of the square base. We have 4 length there. So we have base, 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 and base. So B also represents the base of each lateral face of the pyramid. So lahat ng mga references natin doon, yun ang ating base ng lateral face ng pyramid. And let S be the height of each lateral face. This is also the slant height of the pyramid. So this is how it looks like. Kung makikita nyo sa figure, yung mga height from the edge ng ating base or lateral base going to the apex is what you call the slant height. So yun ang pagkakaiba ng slant height sa kanang height, grade 6 learners. The area of the base, which is a square, is equal to b squared. That is correct. So just simply multiply b times b because that is the side of the square. And for you to get the area of the square, you just simply have side times side or b times b, which is b squared. Each lateral face has an area equal to 1/2 bs. So lahat ng lateral face natin, ang area naman niya ay 1/2 bs. That because of 1/2 base times height, di ba? Okay. So napapakita natin sa figure, Observe that. So recall that the general formula for the surface area of any pyramid is given by SA is equal to B plus LA. B minus base area and LA minus lateral area. So that is the general formula for the surface area of any pyramid. Now, base area is equal to B squared, which is the area of the square on this given regular pyramid. Lateral area is equal to 4 times 1/2 times base times the slant height. That is the total area of the triangles. Bakit 4? Because there are 4 lateral faces. Bakit 1/2 base times slant height? Because under the triangle, for you to get the area, that is 1/2 base times height. So we just substitute the given. Pinalitan lang natin yung mga given nitong mga variable na ito. So you will have now the lateral area is equal to 1/2 times 4b times s. So lateral area is equal to 1/2 times the perimeter of the square times the slant height. 4b is the perimeter, di ba? Kapag sinold mo lahat ng height, ng length ng square natin o ng side ng square natin, we are getting the perimeter. Okay. So, surface area of a regular pyramid. So, sabi natin kanina, surface area is equal to area plus 1/2 times PS. Area is equal to the area of base, or A is equal to the area of base, and P is equal to the perimeter of base, and S is the slant height. General formula for the surface area of a regular pyramid is what we have on the figure. The surface area is equal to A plus 1/2 P times S, or perimeter of the base times slant height. Now, let's have the formula in getting the surface area of a cylinder. A surface area is equal to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Okay, so pinakita na natin yung ating cylinder. So recorded with screen crust, Matic. So let us check right now. A cylinder with a height h can be split into two congruent circles and a rectangle. So if you will notice, kapag daw, katulad kanina, pinaikot natin yung ating figure, magkakaroon siyang dalawang congruent circles at isang rectangle. Each of the two circles has a radius whose length is r, hence, the area of each circle is given by pi r squared. At since dalawa ang ating circle sa ating cylinder, that's why you will have the 2 pi r or 2 pi r squared. So the length of the rectangle is the height h of the cylinder, while its length is equal to the circumference of the circular base, which is equal to 2 pi r. That is the circumference. Thus, its area is equal to 2 pi r times h. And that is the area of a rectangle. Or I'm sorry, the area of a circle with a given height. So SA is equal to 2B plus LA. That will be our surface area for the cylinder. B is equal to the area of each base, and LA is the lateral area. Surface area is equal to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r times h. Or, what we have a while ago, that can be, pwede natin kasing ilabas yung 2 pi. Ano yung magiging simplification natin dito? You will have 2 pi times, or 2 pi r times r plus h. Or 2 pi r times the quantity r plus h. So, hindi lang nalagay dito sa ating PowerPoint. Now, let's have the cone. What is the surface area of a cone? So, on the given cone, let's identify its parts first. We have the slant height, the lateral curved surface, and the base. The surface area of a cone is given on this figure. We have the lateral face. If you open the figure of cone, you have the circle doon sa ilalim, pinaka-base niya. And you have the slant height because of the triangle shape. So therefore, you will have now A is equal to, for you to get the net of the cone, area is equal to pi r squared. So SA is equal to base plus LA, or surface area of a cone is equal to base plus the lateral area, wherein B on the given formula is the base area and LA is the lateral area. So if you unroll the lateral curved surface, the shape will be a sector of the circle. The arc of the lateral surface is as long as the circumference of the base. So kapag inopen mo daw, kung ano yung magiging bilog natin, yun ang ating magiging circumference. Okay? So yun kasi yung pinaka-length ng ating kabuang bilog. And that will give you a 2 pi r. So surface area of a cone. To get the area of the lateral surface, let us divide it into two equal parts. Then, arrange the parts into rectangular formation as shown below. So if you will notice, you will have the lateral surface, tapos hinati-hati natin into equal parts, and then you will have the slant height. So circumference divided by 2 is equal to 2 pi r divided by 2, which will give you pi r. So the new figure now is a rectangle, and its length is equal to pi r, and its width is the slant height s. Therefore, the lateral area is equal to pi r s. So So surface area of a cone, how are we going to derive the formula? The lateral area or the LA is equal to pi RS. And the area of the base is equal to, area is equal to pi R squared since the base of the cone is a circle. So, grade 6 ha, wag natin kalimutan, hindi naman kailangan memorize natin ang mga formula. You can take down notes and then you can have the formula. Ako kasi, nung nag-aaral ako, I have my formula, formula guide. So, every time na hindi ko naman kailangan ma-memorize, pero in a way, lagi siyang binabasa para napapamiliarize ako doon sa kung ano ba yung mga parts ng formula na pwede natin gamitin with the different situation. So, on the surface area of a cone, you will have the surface area is equal to pi r squared plus pi rs, or the surface area is equal to pi r times the quantity r plus s. So, surface area of a sphere. So, what do you mean by sphere, by the way? Di ba dati kapag sinasabi natin nung kinder tayo, yung bilog daw yung bola daw ay bilog. It is a circle. That is correct. In a two-dimensional figure. However, as we grow older, napapaliwanag sa atin na ang bola ay hindi bilog or hindi circle, but it is a sphere. Because it has three-dimensional figure and there is a space inside. Okay, so the Greek mathematician Archimedes discovered that the surface area of a sphere is the same as the lateral surface area of a cylinder, having the same radius as the sphere and the height, the length of the diameter of the sphere. So sabi daw, yun daw, surface area ng sphere is almost the same sa lateral surface area ng isang cylinder. So let us check. R here is the length of the radius of the sphere or the length of the radius of the bases of the cylinder. That is the given comparison. Paano naging related yung sphere with the cylinder? So 2R, that is the diameter of the sphere. Yun yung diameter, di ba? Pag sinabi natin 2 times R, yun yung diameter ng sphere. But with the cylinder, 2R is the height of the cylinder. So the surface area of the sphere is equal to the lateral area of the cylinder. So for you to solve for the surface area of the sphere, you just simply get the formula in getting the lateral area of the cylinder. So SA is the surface area, LA is the lateral area. LA, or the lateral area of the cylinder, is equal to 2 pi r h, or 2 times pi times r times h. If h is equal to 2r, the lateral area of the cylinder is equal to 2 pi r times 2r. So, pinalitan lang natin yung value ng h ng 2r, kaya naging formula is 2 pi r times the quantity 2r. And then the lateral area of the cylinder is equal to 4 pi r squared. Ayun. Let's check. Okay, very good. And then the sphere, or the surface area of the sphere, is 4 pi r squared. So that will be the surface area of our sphere. Now, let us apply the given formula to a problem solving. Find the surface area of the given solid figure. So we have here a cube wherein the side is 6 centimeter. Name of the solid figure is a cube. The formula in getting the surface area of a cube is equal to 6 times s squared. Given s is equal to 6 centimeters, solution will be SA, or the surface area, is equal to 6 times 6 centimeters squared. Surface area is equal to 6 times 36 centimeters squared. Surface area is equal to 216 square centimeter. Okay. So did you follow the process? Ayan. Basta lang tayo ng konting comment habang pinapakita ko sa inyo yung nasa monitor para mas masundan ninyo ang process. Watching from Malimpang Elementary School, San Ildefonso, Bulacan, si Briggs Arky Gonzalez, magandang hapon. Casey Talangbayan, magandang hapon. Joanna Alteo Cruz from SSDR Bustos District, SDO Bulacan. Raylin Ongay, Marie Chris Isaiah Silvestre, Jaron Tuiza, Rich Arwin Camus, ganun din si Ashley Baluyot, Sofia Nish Bagasan, at sila Casey Talambayan, Megan D, Rich Arwin Camus, Marjorie Satu, and si Amiel Jacob, Joanna Altea Cruz, and sila Gina Clear Laguerta, and Paula Angela Tuason from Malino Elementary School, and Maricris Isaiah Isa Silvestre. Yon. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. And of course, Sir Wenz Christian Tobias Pabico, good afternoon. Sure be watching from SDO Laguna, Santa Cruz Central Elementary School, and shoutout daw sa mga pupils ng 6 Baltasar, 6 Rizal, 6 Agoncillo, at 6 Aquino. So teacher pala si Sir Renz. Maraming salamat Sir Renz sa pag-share ng ating ETUlay session. And si Gina Claire Laguerta from Candelaria, Quezon, and Malimpang Elementary School, San Ildefonso, Bulacan, si Brix Arki, Tayag Wilson from NSDPIS, Agrito Aguinaldo, and Pangalanan Elementary School, SCCP, si John Jeff Solomon Sarmiento, and Arturo Bautista Jr. from Bagumbong Elementary School. Magandang hapon. So let us continue. So the answer will become 216 square centimeter. Now let's have this one. What is the given figure? Let us check kung nasusundan. Tama yung sagot ni Gina Claire Laguerta. Abigail Vergara, watching from Malino Elementary School, grade 6, Matapat. So the name of the solid figure and this given is cone. And then, formula is the surface area is equal to pi r squared is equal to pi rs. Given that r is equal to 3 centimeters, s or the slant height is equal to 7 centimeters, and we use pi equivalent to 3.14. Substituting our given to our formula, we will have the surface area of a cone wherein the 3.14 times 3 centimeter raised to the second power plus 3.14 times 3 centimeter times 7 centimeters. Surface area is equal to 3.14 times 9 centimeters squared plus 3.14 times 21 centimeters squared. We simplify or we perform the indicated operation, we will have the surface area is equal to 28.26 centimeters squared plus 65.94 centimeters squared. The answer will be 94.2 square centimeters. Okay, did you get the same answer, mga grade 6 learners? Ayan, cone. Sabi ni Megan D, cone. Clarissa Tuyor, Mark Chris, Briggs, Saturnino, Rich Arwin, Casey, Jessica. Hello, Tutor Jessica. Amiel, Casey, Aurelian, Amiel, Megan, and Gina Claire. Sabi nila that is cone, and sumagot na rin sila 94.2 square centimeter. Tama raw ang sagot ni Briggs and Arky. Tama rin sagot. Very good. Grade 6 learners. Now, let's have another example. This will be our second to the last example. The name of the solid figure is cylinder. In getting the surface area for the cylinder, the formula will be SA is equal to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. On this given figure, you will have r is equal to 2 centimeter, h is equal to 7 centimeter, and we will still use pi is equal to 3.14. So substituting the given to our formula, you will have surface area is equal to 2 times 3.14 times 2 centimeter raised to the second power plus 2 times 3.14 times 2 centimeter times 5 centimeters. Surface area now is equal to 6.28 times 4 centimeters squared plus 6.28 times 10 centimeters squared. Surface area is equal to 25.12 centimeters squared plus 62.8 centimeters squared. So therefore, surface area of this given cylinder is equal to 87.92 centimeter squared. So ang mga sagot nila, Marquis, cylinder, Amiel Rahan, you are correct. Raylan Ongay, you are correct. Megan D, Aisha, Kian Chester, Gina Clear, you are correct. Elia Kim Crespino, tama ka rin. Very good. Ang gagaling naman ng ating mga learners, grade 6 learners. So, saglit lang mga grade 6 learners, medyo nawala lang ako sa aking... Okay. Now, let's have another one. This will be our last example. Name of a solid figure, rectangular prism. The height here is 4 centimeters and the length will be 7 centimeters and width is 2 centimeters. So the formula for the rectangular prism is surface area is equal to 2 times length times width plus 2 times length times height plus 2 times width times height. Given here, the length is 7 centimeters, width is 2 centimeters, and h or height is equal to 4 centimeters. Substituting our given to our formula, you will have the formula surface area is equal to 2 times 7 centimeters times 2 centimeters plus 2 times 7 centimeters plus 4 centimeters plus 2 times 2 centimeters times 4 centimeters. We simplify the following equation. We will have 2 times 14 centimeters squared plus 2 times 28 centimeters squared plus 2 times 8 centimeters squared. And then, we perform the indicated operation, we will have 28 centimeters squared plus 56 centimeters squared plus 16 centimeters squared. Adding up everything, you will have 100 centimeter squared. So the answer is 100 centimeters squared. Ayan. Nagbabakal ng konti si Tutor Abhil. So, we just finished that given. Since we're running out of time, mga grade 6 learners. But I know that you have already an advanced study about this. And at the same time, sabi ko nga, if you have any question, you can PM naman and you can write your comment or your question to our comment section. So, make sure lang po na bumisita lang tayo lagi sa ating ETUlay online tutorial. So, this is your Tutor Abhil this afternoon para sa ating grade 6. Standby lang tayo, mga learners, dahil maya-maya lamang po ay tawag dito ang ating tutor para sa ating grade 7 mathematics po. Maraming salamat. Happy weekend everyone and maraming salamat sa pagsama sa akin dito lamang sa Math Talino Day Friday. Kita-kita tayo mamaya sa Mathematics 3 at sa Mathematics 10. Kasama pa rin of course ang inyong Tutor Abhil. Bye-bye!
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan sa Lunes mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa Science. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!